I want to begin today by being very clear about what this resolution means for the Irish people. The Government has decided to extend the current temporary excise reductions on petrol and diesel from the 31st of August until the 31st of October 2026. The increases that were due to take effect next week will now not happen. Mineral oil tax will therefore remain reduced on a VAT-inclusive basis by 30 cents per litre for diesel and 25 cents per litre for petrol until the end of October. We're also extending the temporary reduction applying to marked gas, oil or green diesel. From November onwards, the current intention is that these temporary measures will be restored on a gradual and phased basis. But as we have done throughout this crisis, the Government continues to monitor developments closely. We look at the international situation, we look at the global energy markets, we look at the price at the pumps, and we take decisions based on the circumstances that actually exist at the time, not predictions that people endeavour to make many, many months in advance. The decision taken by Government this week provides certainty for September, certainty for October. It provides breathing space for families and for businesses, and it ensures that rather than facing a cliff edge, any restoration of these measures can be managed carefully and responsibly.
Tánaiste, the Dáil has been recalled because you got it wrong. Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael and the Independents intended to increase petrol and diesel prices from September 1st. We said no, and I wrote to the Taoiseach asking that the Dáil be recalled to stop those increases. So here we are today, but it's clear that you still haven't gotten the message, because your answer is not to halt fuel tax increases, but simply to reschedule them. You now propose increases from November and to continue those increases through to February. We are, of course, living in extraordinary circumstances. The international factors that are driving fuel prices sky high are still with us. The pressure this brings and places on workers and families is still with us. And while government cannot control international geopolitical events or oil prices, you can control the taxes you place on petrol and diesel. And people need to know definitively that while fuel prices soar, government will not pile on further tax increases when people are struggling. Not now, not in November, not at any stage.
The real impact of this motion here today is, yes, we have forced you and the public have forced you into delaying the September and October increase, but it is 6 weeks of a reprieve. That is all it is. And that is an example of the government not understanding the pressure that people are under, the length and breadth of this state. And it's not just about petrol and diesel, it's about the constant rising prices everywhere. Electricity, food, fuel, mortgages, interest rates, it's all the pressure that's putting on people. What should be happening in this emergency sitting of the Dáil, if we had a government worth their salt, if we had a government that understands the real pulse of the Irish people, is a government talking here about the proposals that they're bringing forward to support those individuals with the cost of living crisis. Instead, we have this farce of you asking us to vote for what date can the government make life harder for people. Is it the 14th of October, the 1st of November? Well, we're having none of it. There is an amendment before the Dáil from Sinn Féin. It is simple, it is clear. Not a single cent on petrol and diesel on additional taxes while these prices remain high.
This is not a cost of living strategy. It is a desperate approach from a government with no vision and no ambition. People are under enormous pressure, and that pressure has only ratcheted up over the summer. Electricity prices are soaring. Nearly 330,000 households are now behind in their electricity bills. Home heating oil is nearly 50% more expensive than last year, and families are facing into one of the most expensive times of the year. Back to school means uniform, shoes, devices, transport, college fees, so-called voluntary contributions, and that's on top of already extortionate rent, mortgages, childcare, grocery and energy bills. So yes, extending the fuel supports will help, but it will not help enough. The most frustrating thing is that this government is in a position to do so much more. We could be back here today for longer than 60 minutes, passing a comprehensive package of measures to make life affordable. We could introduce a targeted €400 energy credit for low and middle income households who need it the most. And we could insulate families from these global price shocks and drive down energy costs in the long term. By introducing our Solar for All plan, approving plug-in solar and dramatically increasing grants, people could permanently cut hundreds of euro from their electricity bills. These are all measures the Social Democrats have consistently called on this government to introduce, and the government has consistently ignored them.
There's one lesson for me from today's farce, and it's that the government is scared of the people. The only reason that we are here today is because the government is scared of widespread protests about the cost of living crisis. And so in response, we have a 2-month stay of execution for petrol and diesel alone. Completely inadequate when the cost of living crisis that is driven by Trump's imperialist adventures in the Middle East is worsening for working people right across the board. What people want, what people need is certainty, is security, is stability. It's something that could easily be provided. I mean, we have been calling now for price controls for years and years and years. That is what is necessary. It needs to be combined with universal electricity credits paid for by a levy on the data centres and investment in a rapid and just transition to a zero-carbon economy to get off our addiction and reliance on fossil fuels.
Because of fear of public outrage and protest, the government has been forced to reconvene the Dáil. But really, it is a pathetic admission by the government that their policy has failed to provide any certainty or any serious protection for ordinary people who are hammered with the hikes in petrol, in diesel, and indeed, we can add to that, electricity prices, gas prices, food prices, and so many other things that are hammering people in their ability just to live day to day. What should be in front of the Dáil today is something that would actually protect people from those price hikes caused by, let's not forget, Donald Trump's warmongering, and the government are going to welcome the man responsible for these price hikes to the country in a couple of weeks. It's laughable. But what should be in front of us are measures to introduce price controls to control the prices and to address the profiteering. Protests cause the reconvening of the Dáil, and protests are the way to get real relief for working people, and that's why we'll be mobilising for the 19th of September to put pressure on this government to take serious action on the cost of living crisis that is blighting the lives of hundreds of thousands of working people and families and households in this country.